Welcome back to Sammy's Chaotic Kitchen. We're baking today. We are going to make an almond lemon cake because why not? I have basically all the ingredients for it already, and I have an overabundance of lemons, so I need to use them. So what you're going to want is 4 eggs. You're going to want the juice and zest of 1 lemon, baking powder. I always use brown sugar, but you can use white sugar. You're going to need almond flour and some salt. I think I already said baking powder, so it's pretty minimal ingredient here. If you have a spring form pan, one of these guys that pops open, you're gonna want that. Set your oven to 350, and then we're gonna give our spring form pan a good spray so that way nothing sticks to our pan. Okay, let's get a bowl out. So from here, need to get all the things. There's a 1/3 cup I want. All right. We are going to grab 1/2 cup of our sugar. Like I said, I use brown sugar. I use organic brown sugar just because I'm not a refined free sugar person. I honestly just don't like coconut sugar, which is another sugar that you can use in replacement of all of these. It's also fine. But I'm going to do my brown sugar. I'm going to crack in 4 eggs. Now, if you want to, you can separate them out and do it the long bougie way, but I'm not going to do that. And if you've ever watched one of my baking videos before, as chaotic as I am, I do follow recipes, not entirely to a T, but to a point. And then I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm lazy. I am a lazy baker, and that's just what it is. We do clean as we cook here, but so far I've got this going on for me. Now we are going to zest my lemon, and please be careful with your zesters. I have cut myself multiple times on a zester because I was just not paying attention, or I was too strong, as we are, and pressing too hard. But you do want to get all that lemon zest in there. That's really what's going to give it that lemon flavor that we love, by zesting all of that goodness in. But anyways, the long way is that you would whip up your egg whites, and then you would mix in your egg yolks with this mixture that we're making right now. I'm doing it all in one because I don't care. It's all gonna be baked anyway. It doesn't really matter to me about the airiness and the fluffiness of a cake. I want a dense cake. I want something that I can eat one piece of and be like, yeah, I'm good. You know, I don't want to keep going back for more, although this is a pretty relatively healthy cake. So get all that lemon zest out of there. All right, then we are going to, actually I already have a knife out, cut our lemon right on in half. Hopefully you have a lemon juicer or a citrus juicer. Pop her in and squeeze in that lemon. And then put them right down your garbage disposal if you have one, because it's going to clean your garbage disposal, which is super great. All right, got all of those yummy, yummy lemons in there. Don't need that anymore. And we are going to just whisk these together. Until it gets frothy and bubbly and just really, really, really well incorporated. And while that's happening, we're just gonna throw in some salt. I cannot do 2 things at once, so. I'm just whisking all of that delicious goodness together. Now with our baking powder, you need a teaspoon of that baking powder. that in there. And again, mix it in until it is well incorporated. As you can see, we have not yet even added in the almond flour. You're gonna need a cup and a half, maybe a little more, depending upon. I will say initially this recipe does not call for any lemon juice. I added mine in because I love lemon juice. So I might add a little bit more than a cup and a half, but we're gonna start with that. Also keep your almond flour in the freezer after you've opened it. All right, we got one. And a cup and a half. Let's see how we do with that. We might be okay. It should turn into something that looks like a cake batter, which actually this does. So I will not be needing that extra little bit. But it's a very quick recipe. It should look something like this. You got that nice batter consistency, which is what we're looking for. And incorporate it super nicely. If you want to be bougie and sift your almond flour, you can. I don't care that much to do that, so I'm not. But like I said, it should be pretty batter-like. The nice, thicker, kind of pancake batter. And then we are just going to dump this into our springform pan and stick it in the oven. Get a really nice almond lemon cake. Now, if you want to add a little bit more fat content, you can add a little bit of olive oil to this. I did not, but you can if you want to. That's like totally fine. That's something that you're feeling. And yeah, give it a nice tap. Get those air bubbles out. And into the oven we go. Put her on the bottom rack. And then we're gonna bake her. So I normally bake for 10 minutes at a time. After 10 minutes, I turn anything around. So if it's a sheet tray, I'm gonna turn the sheet tray around. If it's a cake, I'm just gonna twist it and turn it. Just so it bakes evenly on all sides because ovens are weird. So I'm gonna do this for at least 20 minutes. When your cake no longer jiggles, so if you shake a cake and it jiggles in the center, it's not done yet. I go based off of that. So start with 20 minutes, and then after that, you're gonna turn it every 5. So it shouldn't take more than 30 minutes for this cake. Honestly, I don't expect it to. Obviously, I'm also not going to have you on for 30 minutes while we sit here and stand and do nothing but clean up. But that is how you make a lemon almond cake. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment below, and we'll show you the final product later.